Hi guys, it's Megan Rose from the Philippines. Welcome to the 269th episode of Gantsilyera, a show and tell of crochet and craft related items. So, 2 months have passed for the enhanced community quarantine here in the Philippines. So now we are in the modified enhanced community quarantine where some things are allowed. Some people can go to their jobs and there are other things that are allowed. So that is where we're in right now. I'm just gonna show you guys the projects that I have been making these past days. And welcome to my channel, all of the new and old subscribers. So the first thing that I want to show you is my progress with the fruit slices pouches that Rain ordered from me. This is her 6th set of order. So I was working on it and experimenting it, learning it as I go, using some half double crochet. So this is how it turned out with my first try for it. As you can see, it is not lined up on the side parts. And for this one, I used the half double crochet. I was able to work on it, and then I set it aside for a while, and the other day I decided just to finish it. So as you can see, it is some type of color work, so there are these things inside of it. So I was figuring it out in my mind. I'm thinking of other ways on working it, like making a squarish type of thing, crochet piece, and just doing it for the bottom part, and then I was going to make a circular piece for the flap. But then I realized that I can turn it into a one whole piece of crochet, and it is this way. So the first end has a squarish type of tip to it, and the other one has a arch type of tip. So that is how it should be, so that it will acquire the pouch. So this is gonna be the wallet part. I'm supposed to sew this side parts here, and this is gonna be the flap for it. So as I was working on it, I decided to use double crochet instead of the half. So I did this other one here, which is some type of lemon inspired. For this one, I used double crochet, and it lined up pretty well, unlike the half double crochet. So this is also in this type of piece here, but the size is kinda off. It is a little bit short or small for the one from the picture. So what I did was I increased some stitches on the middle part of it, because the middle part is going to be this back piece. So that is gonna be my reference for it. So I did this one using yellow yarn for the lemon inspired one. And then I decided to work on another one, increasing the middle piece or the middle start of it. And this is how it looks like. This is another one that is a pomelo inspired and using double crochet. So this also has color work in it. So the way that it is worked out, it is in the middle. So I single crochet about 26 inches at 26 chains, and then I worked around using half double crochet, making sure that this part is arched and this side part here is squarish in shape. And then when you fold it, it should acquire this shape here. And then the next thing that I need to do is sew this part. So since it is in a color work, what I needed to do is to make a lining for it that acquires this shape, and then I'm gonna sew it, and then afterwards I'm going to connect and then put zipper to it. That is what I'm planning to do. So I have these two colors here in yellow and this pink one here, but as you have seen from my last podcast, I made a yarn purchase, but I wasn't able to buy orange one. So I really needed dark orange and orange for the orange inspired fruit slice. I don't know why I forgot it, but it wasn't on the purchase that I did last week. So the other ones, which are the orders of rain, is the watermelon inspired one, and it turned out like this. This one doesn't have the lines just like the lemon one. So, but it is also worked in the same way, only without the lines. So it is worked this way. And then you fold it so that it will acquire the shape. And what I needed to do is put first the lining and then sew the sides and then put some zipper to it. This one has some features to it like the black seeds. So I needed to embroider that directly to this so that it will have that effect. So this is supposed to be the first from Rain's order, then the orange one, and then this other one is the kiwi inspired one. This one, it has this half circle yellow green here that is called for. The pattern calls for it, and then it has some lines and also some dots. So I'm gonna use French knot for that. So this one is the kiwi inspired wallet. So I made another yarn order so that I can have the dark and the orange yarn. And then I also ordered some other mercerized cotton thread for Ate Dorina's order of the bikini top or the bikini set that I still have to learn how to make. So I am researching about that on YouTube. And since it is in mercerized cotton thread, there are just few that are available, and I don't know if it is available with the pattern that I needed to make. So the other day I also worked on the third vase, which is another order from Rain. This one has a 4.5 inches of diameter on the bottom part. So these are using some pastel colored yarns that I have available, although I stopped on this violet part here since I don't have any of the blue ones. As you can see, this blue shade here is different from the other ones. So this blue here, I don't have any of. I just have a very small ball of it. So I needed to make another row of blue in pastel colors. So I also had that from my yarn purchase. So this is another project that I have been working on. So I needed to finish that as soon as I have the yarn for it. So I have a progress with the half circle bag that I have shown you the past podcast. So this is how it looks like right now. I have connected the sides for the two panels of it, and it has this design here. So for the side and bottom parts, I connected them using half double crochet, and what is left of the yarn is this much. So I'm gonna use this for the strap, although it is not gonna be enough, so I needed to purchase more of it, although the shade is not available from the shop that I am purchasing online. So this is how it looks like. And since Miss Shirley has given me some yarns, so I really wanted to make something out of it. I was quite excited to start a project. So as I was looking at the yarn, kind of speak to me that it wanted to be a bag, just like this one, a circular bag. So I started it using the Super Saver stripes, which is in the colorway favorite stripes. So I started the bag, and since I have jotted down the notes for the first one, I was able to work on it although this one is in the bigger size since the yarn is thicker. So this is my progress so far, and I have been loving working on it, looking at the transitions of the colors. So this is gonna be the first flap of the bag, and I need to make another one of this and then uh, put some rows on the top part and then connect it. So since I have this one, I'm thinking of owning this other one here and then selling the gray one. I was supposed to own the gray one, but then since I'm working on this now, this is the one that I wanted to own. So that is another project that I have been making. So those are most of the crochet projects that I wanted to show you guys. And the other day, Marius has been very busy working on some maps. He has been drawing some maps from the internet, and he's very fond of making some world maps lately, that he is connecting some typewriting papers so that he can work on different continents. So the other day he finished it, and I asked him if I can show the drawing to you guys. So he said that I can. So this is how it looks like. He has worked on it on different countries with the flag that they have. So this is the whole of the world map. And he is really very patient about working on it. And he even colored the sea parts or the ocean parts of it. So isn't it neat? So he has been busy working on this, and I'm quite proud that he finished it. And he said that if ever they will have a separate room, he will put them on the wall of their room as some type of decor. So I just wanted to share with you guys that project that Marius have been making. There are other things from Miss Shirley's package that I wasn't able to show you guys. So I separated it since it is a different type of project. It is still a cross stitch, and it is in this Ziploc bag here. So I think this is a project that she has been making, and she started it. So this is how it looks like. This is the Ada, and the pattern is from this magazine here, or pamphlet. So it is a simple type of cross stitch that I think I can continue if ever I can. And this is one of the projects or the things that she sent to me. The DMC threads are all in this Ziploc bag here. So I'm thinking that all of the colors are here. So that is the other thing that she sent me. And then there's this other one that I think she also wasn't able to finish. But it is a very simple one that I think I can continue. So I'm just gonna show you. And the Ida cloth is in this khaki color here. So for this one, I'm thinking of continuing with it and then maybe framing it and putting it on my room. So thank you very much, Shirley, for all of the stuff that you gave. And then I'm just gonna show you guys the magazines again, which is a crochet magazine. So one of you has commented about this cardigan here. It is some type of mesh cardigan. So since I have the yarn that she gave me, the fine yarn, I'm thinking of working on the tops that are from this magazine here. This one looks pretty simple enough. And there are other simple type of tops here. This is the one on the cover. And I'm hoping to work on it if ever I can. This one, it reminded me of the chevron afghan that I recently made. And there are other ones here that kind of inspires me to work on a top. Then there's this other one here. So I'm thinking of using this magazine as some type of pattern for it. So I'm gonna show that to you guys next time if I can. I'm just gonna browse on it and show you guys without showing the pattern. That there are other beautiful designs in this magazine, just like this one. Although I'm not going to make a blouse or a top that is long sleeves since we have hot weather here or hot weather. So there are other ones here that look simple enough that I can make. Although the patterns are the patterns are written and they don't have any diagrams in it. This one has a nice color to it, although you cannot see all of it. And then there's this red one. There are other ones here that I would like to make that my mama also loved. This one looks easy enough, or I think these are two long rectangular crochet pieces that are connected together. And then mama saw this other one here and she loves it. I think these are chevron that are connected in a different type of way to make the holes. So I'm hoping that I can make one of this in the future. This looks very nice. And there are other ones like simple type of scarves. It's like this one. This one has a cool stitch to it that are quite pointed. So those are most of the things that I want to show you guys today. There are other ones that has this type of stitch here, which looks really cool. I'm hoping that I can share those to you guys since I'm not showing the pattern, only the pictures. This one is really cool. A wall hanging. And there are afghans and pillows. So this one has a textured type of design to it. And then there are other ones, some throws with really cool design to them. So I think those are most of it. I'm gonna let you go now. I have been rambling about things. So I hope you guys are staying safe at home and keeping healthy, catching some sun, and doing some exercises too. So I'm gonna let you go now. I hope you guys have a fine day and some family bonding time. That's it from me. Bye for now.